Setting sail.
The moss here isn't that deep. Hello everyone, I am Third Mario Brother and welcome back to Pokemon Emerald. In the last episode, we took
You gotta take everything freaking literally, don't you?
We're going to be looking at
one more City has more than 4 trees.
Continuing on with the main storyline. Now, to look at this optional area, first you're going to want to go just north of Moss Deep City. And like I said, this place is completely up to you whether you want to go here or not. It is not required to complete the story. There are a bunch of trainers up here that you can train your Pokemon on if you so desire. And I'm going to go ahead and avoid as many of them as I possibly can. And oh my god, these guys are in a competition right now. This old man.
The worst part is getting off of your thing is an animation, so you can't get out of it.
Why would a bird keeper like me come out to the sea? I don't know. Why are you asking me? I'm not a bird keeper, man.
Hey, wasn't you throwing garbage into the sea?
Garbodor isn't in this
Did
gen.
this guy swim all the way up to this island just to look who was littering in the sea? That's not the most efficient way of going about it, man. Especially not when you're wearing
Well, that does take that
like
extra effort.
I'm sure I'm being totally culturally insensitive right now, and that's not at all a skirt, but
Heretic
you know
and
what?
Swallow
It doesn't
Ship.
matter to me. We have ourselves Heretic and Dishwater. Dishwater? What am I talking about? We have Heretic
Swallow
and
Ship.
Swallow Ship versus these two Pokemon right here.
Dishwater. You went through some weird
Too
times.
silly to use anything like an electric type move on our flying type Pokemon. I mean, who would do that? So we're gonna
Scrubs.
go ahead and break this Manectric and see if we can take it out this episode. Now, I'm actually a little bit worried. Ooh, and we didn't kill either of them. I'm actually a tiny bit worried that this
Well, you are
Tortoise
pretty
is
weak.
going to have... Oh, no, it just has Stomp. I thought it was going to have, like, a
Flying type move,
or
yeah.
something to deal super effective damage.
That would have
So,
been
unfortunately,
super
that
bad.
does not seem to be the case at the very moment. And,
Now this time makes sense for the Manectric to be using quick attack, 'cause it's about to die anyway.
Keep on doing its quick attacks, and I am fine with this. Thank you very much, AI, for sparing me for those turns, because both of my Pokemon could have died within that turn. But you know what?
Oh boy!
Perhaps it is our
It's the guy
day
that
to
wrecked our
shine.
crap.
Oh boy, is Xatu. So Heretic is not looking too pretty out there right now. Oh man, we're dealing
Flying
with
Psychic.
flying Pokemon and Psychic type Pokemon as soon as we get Heretic. But whatever.
Hi,
Whatever. It doesn't
Machamp.
matter to
How
me.
you
Oh,
doing?
God, we have a Machamp on the field too. Ooh. This could be potentially interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and send out the Baconator on Heretic and then use Aerial Ace on the Xatu because we want to get rid of that thing because it is probably kind of a threat because it has the Psychic, and
Given
we saw
what
in the
just happened,
Liza
yeah.
gym battle that the Psychic from the Xatu is something to be feared, to be sure. But you know what? This wise-looking bird doesn't have anything on our majestic, cool, sleek-looking bird. And this guy can use revenge on
Ow, my cool, majestic, sleek-looking bird!
Whoa, that still did way too much damage for comfort.
And
So,
we didn't even hit it first. That lets Revenge do more
we know
damage,
that
I
Machamp is going to
think.
be nice and slow because he's got 4 arms. He's got 4 left arms, man. Forget 2 left feet.
Wow,
You
that's
can't even
terrible.
Shake anybody's hand. How rude of you, Machamp. Get out of
Oh,
here.
yeah,
Nobody
that's
wants to
right.
talk to you anymore.
I never noticed
And
that
yeah,
about
happy as
Machamp
that
before. He's got a
duck-looking
right
wrestler
hand
guy
on...
might be,
Wait,
he's
no,
gonna
that makes
fall
sense,
forward.
actually.
Man, put on some clothes. All he has on is like a thong.
I
or
think the
something.
guy's
He's
got,
not
like,
even
one of
a
his
thong,
thumbs
just
on the
Machamp,
wrong
man,
side.
That's gross. That's raunchy. You need to get out of here, man. There we
It's
go.
like,
We
he had a
defeated
right
Expert
thumb on
Power.
his right hand.
Or
He had the
all.
right hand. Like, he had this on
There
his
you go.
right hand side. It's like, oh wait, then it look at my hand. It's like, oh wait, no, that's right.
Just let me answer you instead of.
I don't know how my own anatomy works.
We did all that for a big pearl, which you can sell at shops
For a high,
reasonable
yeah,
price.
reasonable
So,
price.
That's one of the
I say
items
high
that we
price,
got
it's
here,
more
but this is not
accurately
the
a
dungeon that I was
reasonable
alluding to
price.
Earlier. In fact, there is something much more valuable if you come just a little farther north, and I'm actually not sure
Secret
exactly
base.
where it is. I'm going to go ahead and avoid this swimmer battle with the utmost
I
expertise.
think you can go
There are
around
2
these
secret
rocks,
bases
but I
here
don't
right next to
remember.
each other. Man, if you wanted to like have neighbors with one of your friends or something, that could be an option for you. I don't know why that would be one of your desires in this game, but you know what? To
You
each
could.
his own. Now, here is another dungeon in the game, which is the Sheol Cave. This dungeon is really interesting. It's actually time-based. If you go ahead and
Really?
talk to this guy, you planning on going deep in there? How about bringing me back some Sheol Salt and Sheol Cells? I can make you something good if you bring me the ingredients. Now,
Sheol Salt,
I guess I'll
Sheol
show off,
Cells
like, a
by the
room or two
Sheol
of this
Sword.
place because why not? We're already here. We may as well show off at least like a little bit of it or something like that. But I'm not going to show off this entire dungeon now. That feels kind of weird to me saying that because originally I was going to get that mythical 7th party member in this dungeon. I was going to go ahead and even though not a whole lot of people like it as a Pokemon, are there, hold on, I'm going to register my item finder real quick. What was I going to say? Where is it?
You
There
highlighted
it.
it.
Oh man, I found my item finder. How ironic is that? And apparently there's no response, so there aren't any hidden items.
You gotta
right
do
here
like
or anything.
everything.
But, like I said, there are a couple unique Pokemon that you can find in this cave. You can find Sheol, that adorable, cute little blue ball thing. Oh my god,
Find
who
easy,
doesn't
yeah.
want blue balls, am I right? But you can find that. It's a dual water and ice type, and it's really, really bulky. It functions best as like a tank, but it has fairly reasonable offensive stats as well.
The only problem is it's
And
an ice
there's
type.
also a Snorunt in here, which you can't
Snorunt?
capture until it's low tide. Right now it's high tide, and if I waited 4 hours, it would become low tide. Now, because of issues with
Real
me
life.
not really wanting to wait around 4 hours, and the fact that I've looked it over and I really, really like my team as it is right now, I'm growing attached to my Pokemon, man. I'm not going to catch the Pokemon that I was going to catch here. And like I said, I was going to catch a Pokemon here that not a whole lot of people like, which was Snorunt, which evolves into Glalie. It doesn't have very good base
You have to wait a
stats.
gen
Final
to get a
Evolution
good
has 80
evolution with
base stats
Snorunt.
across the board, so nothing it does is
Then
like
again, it was good enough to get on Ash's
spectacular
team.
or outstanding or anything in any way. So
Then again, just about
I'm
anything.
gonna go ahead
Well,
and
actually,
just
no,
not
not
even
anything was good
worry
enough to get on
about that. So
Ash's
that means
team
I can
because
teach
Ash doesn't
the
catch a lot
Shadow
of
Ball to
Pokemon.
the Baconator, and we're not gonna have to worry about replacing one of our lovely team members because you guys voted on both.
Well, I always wonder what
Overtake
the frig
and
the
on
point of
Ashley, and I don't wanna
Palpitoad
take that away from
was.
you guys. Plus, I love.
I
both
wonder
of
if they
those
had
Pokemon
anything planned with that, or
more
were
than
just
I
black
love
and white
Glalie.
being
I like
stupid.
Glalie as a Pokemon, not really as a competitive Pokemon, but I like it nonetheless. However, not
I-
nearly as much as I like our current.
I
team
like it
members.
because it's
Either
part
way,
of my
Reflex
Tauros
Effect is gonna
core.
wear off. Were we still on that Super Repel from before?
I
Because
use
was
it with
really
freeze
interested in
dry.
that. Apparently, we
No,
were on
not
a max
freeze
repel,
dry. I think it's freeze dry.
regardless,
One move that
in
always
Sheol
get
Cave,
critical
you can find
hits
Sheol, Salt,
with
and
my
Sheol
Tauros.
Bells. Or not Sheol
And when
Bells.
my Tauros gets critted
Sheol
due to its
Sand.
anger point
And if you
ability,
bring
its
4
stats
of
get
each of those
maxed.
to that old man
The only
that lives at
downside
beginning
is
of the
I'm
cave,
using
he'll
a
make you
Tauros.
Sheol Bell, which you can equip to one of your Pokemon, and whenever they deal damage, they will heal 1/8 of the damage they do as HP, which is actually it's fairly useful if you have if you don't like have leftovers.
Yeah,
or
if you don't
something
have
like that, and you want a
leftovers,
healing
it's
item,
okay-ish,
a
I
consistent
guess.
healing item, then that is an option for you.
Yeah.
However, I once again because I don't want to go.
You just
through
fly to
the
Moss
process
Deep,
of
you're
before
there
I was
anyway.
waiting for that. I
Lazy.
don't think I'm going to be showing it, and I don't think I really need a Sheol Bell anyway. So, say goodbye to the cute little Snorunt and his menacing, but not so menacing evolved form Glalie, and to that prospective Sheol Bell. Now, we're going to go ahead and heal our Pokemon and continue on, drumroll please, with the story. Yes, we're actually going to be going places in this episode. Is that not crazy?
Nope.
And by going places, I mean not sticking around in Moss Deep City for any longer because we are tired of this place, man. We've been in here for like 55 episodes. We're going to go ahead and head to the south. And now, let me make sure I do still have... Yes, Blue does have the HM Dive, which we are going to be not necessarily needing, but it is useful for showing off some places down here that contain hidden items. I don't believe there are any down here. And yeah, we are diving now. We're actually under the ocean. I love it. I love the atmosphere here. You do move more slowly when you're surfing, or when you're diving than when you're surfing. That can be a little bit cumbersome, but it's just such a cool atmosphere, isn't it? Down here you can actually find, yep, there's a bunch of...
I know you could go there.
There's a bunch of heart scales and, like minerals to feed to your Pokemon, or vitamins to feed to your Pokemon. To the south of Moss Deep City, to its west, you can find red shards and blue shards and stuff, which you can trade at that shard hunter's house for elemental stones. And there's a whole bunch of treasure in diving areas, and I just think coupled with the music,
For the
it's
longest
a great
time,
atmosphere,
I never
and it
knew
feels
where
awesome. Now, if you go
to
down
go
here,
next
you're
when
really
I
gonna
got
go back
dive
to this one
because
like
I couldn't
said,
find
there are
Sootopolis.
vitamins we can find for our Pokemon, and we want our Pokemon to be healthy, strong, and well fed. So right here,
Despite the fact that
you
we've
find
been
yourself
barely
a
giving them
protein.
any of them.
Ah,
But the
our
bag is
man.
full.
I hate it when this happens. It's always so annoying.
Sell some
Start
of your
using some of
stuff.
those PP ups or something, man. So, what do I want to do here? Let's go ahead and get rid of the Sea Incense, because in Gen 3, the Sea Incense and the Mystic Water are equal. And we already have the Mystic Water, and we only have one Water-type attacker, so we're not going to need the Sea Incense whatsoever. There we go. We got ourselves the protein. Kind of a funny story, since we're going to be sailing for a while, because, if I show you the Pokénav real quick, you will understand quite how much water we're dealing with. We are right here. We're going to come all the way down here in this episode, hopefully.
That story for you?
But, it was kind of
Well,
funny
then
when I
again,
was younger, I
given-
didn't understand the physical special split. I thought just
Yeah.
the higher attack
Given where
your
the,
Pokemon
Sky
had, the
Tower
more
is,
damage
yeah.
it would deal no matter what, like in every single case. So all I did was teach my Swampert the move, I taught it the move Waterfall instead of the move Surf. And I gave it protein after protein. Level 6 Tentacle? Really? Get out of here,
Just for
man.
the
What are you
sake.
even
Yeah,
doing?
I've done that
But
before.
I
Just
gave it
see a
protein
weak as
after
fudge
protein
Pokemon
after
killed.
protein
Just
after
that.
protein maxed out its attack.
Just because,
I'm
get out of
absolutely
here.
sure. Well, at least insofar as much as you can do with just proteins, because I didn't really understand EV training at that age. But I gave it all proteins, even though every single one of its attacks, it had, well, I don't know about all of its attacks, but the only attacks that I used on it were, like, special attacks. It was great. It was great knowing literally 0 things about Pokemon, and now I know 1 or 2 things about Pokemon.
Yeah,
so
we're moving up in the world.
Very slightly, and I'm proud of myself for that. Now, back on Route 129, which I believe we just passed, did we? Well, we're on Route 129.
We're
if you're
on
on Route
130.
129, there's actually a 1% chance of finding a Whale Lord, spawning in the wild. Which, oh my lord, Whale Lord is absolutely amazing. I'm probably going to be coming here.
It's also the Pokemon in the Pokemon card game that has so far consistently the highest HP.
I didn't expect to see a trainer.
By itself, it has 220. Then see which Magic Carpet they get like 250 or something like that. It's like for some reason, Nintendo or whoever makes a TCG looks at Whale Lord and say that's a lot of HP. I know it's giant, but why is that its HP?
Right on that thing if you're in the middle of the ocean. I mean. It's like having a Skarmory or like a Dragonite or a Latios or something and not flying on that in the air. If you have a Gyarados,
because Gyarados can't learn to fly,
you are doing something wrong, my friend. So you know what? I'm gonna teach you a lesson here. You're gonna get static. So you.
I wish there was an animation for using Surf on Gyarados. Gen 6, there's an animation. I said it before, but there's an animation if you use Surf on Lapras exclusively, but there isn't one for Gyarados. That would have been cool if they gave one for each Pokemon, but I guess that would have taken time.
You before then. And there we go. We defeated Swimmer Boy Rodney. This kid's awfully tough. Talking in the third person. What's he like, soliloquizing on screen or something like that? Whatever. Get out of here, Rodney. Nobody wants to talk to you, Rodney King.
Well, Pokemon is kind of an anime. Well, it is an anime, but you know.
Yes. I don't know what I'm talking about. Either way, most
you're liking this Patreon
or this route or this area in general, I suppose. Maybe we should
pathway.
We haven't done a whole ton of battling in this episode. Let's switch out Heretic for
Jacques.
Baconator, I suppose.
Blue.
How about Baconator and Shock? That sounds good to me. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, a lot of this route or these routes actually are very like scarce with trainers. The people of Pacific Log are a peaceful bunch. They never get angry. That goes for me too.
I'm gonna frickin' murder you!
I'll give you some great information. Well, I am anti-learning, man.
At least we know there's a Canada in the Pokemon universe.
I ate for breakfast this morning, so
it's probably gonna be the next gen.
No idea why I would ever want information from you, and oh my god, it's Phil again.
The entire generation
just comes out, he's like,
the entire generation is just maple syrup, and even the bad guy team are like, you know, guys, I'm not happy today.
I love it. I love you, Sphere.
But I hope you all have a good day.
You're so adorable with your two fangs.
I want that now. Just stupid an evil team, but also that minds their manners.
Oh my god.
Like there's another whole.
Okay,
nice guy's over. I'm gonna be a prick now. It's just everyone's a nice flying gentleman.
Pretty much the rest of the game takes place.
Okay, I guess the big boss could have that like whole loses his crap thing, but you know.
Propels every 5 seconds.
I just find it funny.
But it's not really a bad thing, especially because the surfing speed is reasonably quick in this game. And ooh, we're trying to learn Bite. What kind of moves can we delete to find to use Bite?
Thunder Wave.
I really think I want Bite.
How many other dark type moves do you have?
Well, it'll give some coverage against ghost types, but I think I'm just going to get rid of it this time around. Yeah, stop learning Bite, because that quick attack...
I would have gotten rid of Track, but that's just me.
Once in a while. And Heretic's trying to learn Takedown, which is actually a much better move than Bite. Shall we get rid of
I'll get rid of Bite Force.
No. Strength is fine.
We can't learn any moves.
And yes, stop learning Takedown. There we go. Man, all the moves that I am just...
learning
out the window in this episode. Like I said, anti-learning, not only for myself, but for my Pokemon as well. I'm kidding.
Pokemon against the school system.
Anybody's life, and that is a true piece of wisdom right there. Oops.
Stay in school, kids, and stop learning. Wait.
Oh, did I lose?
Nope.
I don't know. Where's my crucial, vital information, my friend? There's an odd place nearby. There's a huge tower there. Why don't you go take a look? And that is not a bad idea. Actually, we might just go do that. In this episode of Pokemon Emerald, I have, well, is it actually really close to here? Yes, it is. If you go up this way, you will find yourself a giant skyscraper. But don't set your expectations sky high or anything like that, because it's not really of any use to us quite yet. It will be soon enough. Fear you not. But as of now, not so much. And here we are, finally.
Yeah, you gotta wait for
oh my god!
The Pokemon Gym actually show up.
More. I love the cities in this game. From Fortree City with its amazing design with the rickety bridges and design in the trees and
stuff.
Pacific
Log's great.
Town designed
Too bad it's kind of pointless.
Actually touching the water the entire time. Oh my god, it's amazing. I love it.
Though they did give it a bit more purpose in Emerald, considering the fact that the Sky Tower, so you know.
I'm the Pokemon fan club's most important person, the chairman's younger brother.
Well, it's easy to be the most important person when you're the only member of the club.
Pokemon, it clearly likes you very much. A Pokemon that's adoring and adorable deserves a TM like this, no? And he will give us TM27 in return. I believe we could get this earlier in the game at a battle tent or something. If a Pokemon
I can get 2 TMs? Actually, even the fact that TMs disappear after you use them, that would have been pretty good.
And yeah, you could get return at an earlier point in the game in a battle tent, but he'll also give you frustration if the Pokemon in the front of your party hates you. So, if you want to go ahead and kill off a, well, not kill off, but use a Pokemon as a
Deathmon
meat shield, so to say, and faint it a bunch of
Blue.
times, you can come here and get the TM frustration. It doesn't appear to like the trainer very much.
Hey, can I use you for a second?
Rudy. He's much calmer, and it appears to be very friendly with the trainer. Oh, wow. We have twins here, and this one is clearly the favorite of the bunch. Man, you are such a cruel
Meanwhile, that guy
gentleman.
treats that Azrael like Hat of SGB does with any Chow.
Statement, but you are such a cruel fool using your Pokemon as experiments.
AKA
Oh,
animal
anyway,
cruelty.
Is that a Pokedex? Did you get to meet a lot of different Pokemon? I wish I was like you. Check out this horsey. It's the horsey that I caught yesterday to celebrate my birthday. Well, I can see that you want it. After all, it's priceless. I'll tell you what, I might be willing to trade it for a bag on it.
No!
It's like one of the most rare, powerful Pokemon in the entire
Not to mention, I'm not trading a freaking dragon for a seahorse. Even if Kingdra becomes a dragon, I need to trade it with a whole bunch of other stuff.
Mirage Island.
If it was the other way around, maybe we'd have a discussion, though.
Depending on the weather conditions that make mirages appear. Or is it really appearing and disappearing? Dun dun dun! And Mirage Island,
what?
you come over here and talk to this old man in the window. I can't see.
I'm not that old.
Today. He'll tell you whether Mirage Island is visible or not. And that is an island that will appear periodically. Well, not periodically, but every so often. Not every so often, but
randomly.
Sometimes to the
well, not
east
sometimes.
of Pacific Log Town. And it's really, really rare for it to do so. And I
don't forget to go to the Pokemon Center so you can fly back here.
2 or 3 times, I think, and it's like super rare for
I don't think I've ever gotten it.
People were saying they saw a Pokemon flying high above Hoenn. Is it flying around all the time? Doesn't it need to rest?
They said it was a white dragon, then there was a black dragon, and then
decorating
just all the legendary Pokemon that can fly. Oh wait, that's almost all of them.
Oh god, what a difficult question. No. Doesn't make any sense. You have to come from somewhere. Oh wait, you're not going to say you were born at the
most
bottom
infamous
of the sea?
like selection for Pokemon.
Yes Town? I've never heard of a place like that. Kids. Oh my god, you're so adorable. A sky Pokemon. Never
Don't
mind.
be silly, honey. That won't be created till later gens.
So, I believe there's not actually that much of, like, interest directly here.
Calm down, child. Shaman isn't until next gen.
Oh, you must mean that tall tower a little further out. If you ask me, I wouldn't climb it. It's too scary to get up that high. Life at sea level in Pacific Log. That suits me fine. Oh man, you gotta take a risk with your life, man. You sit here fishing right next to the Pokemon Center all day, so even if you catch a strong fish, you can heal yourself immediately afterward. You gotta take some risks. You gotta live life a little bit. But
it's so hard living in a hospital.
You ever visited in Pacific Log?
Or next to a hospital.
There are 3 Pokemon that represent the power of rock, ice, and steel.
It's like that old thing when someone gets someone gets attacked in a hospital. It's like, well, at least they didn't need to go far. Best possible spot to be for any medical attention. On a serious note, though, that's terrible.
But yeah, these guys are talking to a side quest that we're going to be taking on very, very soon, actually. Perhaps within the next episode or 2. So,
I hope you speak Braille.
Town in this episode. We explored actually quite a bit of the water portion of the Hoenn region. We
did go on the PC once, though, so the moment that Brian flies away, he's in trouble.
There except a couple of trainers, and
because I think you have to go into the Pokemon Center before you can fly over. At least considering the Pokemon flies you to the Pokemon Center immediately.
Leading into Evergrande City, or Evergrande City.
Yeah, I always pronounce it Evergrande.
But apparently the anime pronounced it grand, and the anime, grand as it is, could never be wrong in its pronunciation.
Nope, never. Isn't that right, Alakazam Scyther?
Either way, I believe that's going to do it for this episode of Pokemon Emerald. So thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully next time there will be a little bit more action, maybe some forward movement with, you know, things
Don't hedge your bets.
instead of just waves and waves and waves. But either way, thanks once again for watching, and I will see you guys then.